Hello, it's Natasha here, and I am super excited to be sharing this video with you today. It only took me 15 years, but I cracked it. I released my mother's negative energy from my energy field, and I'm here to share you how I did that and how you can do that for yourselves as well. So, for about 15 years now, I've been working on resolving my often difficult and challenging relationship with my mother. And at the beginning especially, I used a lot of standard techniques and therapies out there that you would normally use, like counseling, psychotherapy. And whilst those techniques were useful to kind of give me a bigger picture and understand dynamics between people, it didn't really release the feelings that would still crop up in the interactions. And of course, at the very beginning, I didn't really take into account such things as karmic relationships or karmic stuff between people that needs to be resolved and, more importantly, cleared. So when things really started changing for me, I felt, was, from 2012 onwards, I started using energetic healing techniques to work on my core issues that I had with my mother. And again, I tried all sorts. I tried psychic surgery with Reiki, I tried tapping, EFT, matrix reimprinting. I also tried some body therapies, which I found very effective for releasing trapped emotions. But it's only when I've been using techniques to actually clear the soul record level or the karmic Akashic record level, that's when I've really found some very significant changes, and very fast. So from last summer, I've been using something called energetic NLP, and that's been clearing a lot of my karmic stuff out. But more recently, I've been using a particular technique 3 times a day for about 5 minutes, and I found that has shifted a lot. But not just that, you can actually measure your progress. You can actually measure percentage-wise how much of your, energy field is taken up by somebody else's energy. Now, if you know about energetic work, and for those of you who don't, and I'm going to explain, a lot of the time when you're having negative feelings and kind of behaving in ways that don't feel right to you or really sabotaging, a lot of the time it's not you, it's other people's programming that's kind of triggering you to act out or behave or think or feel in ways that are painful. So it's so important to clear your energy field of other people's energy. So this is what I've been doing. I've been clearing my energy field of my mother's energy. Now, before Christmas or around Christmas time, I noticed it was down to 15%. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but let's say 15% of that energy field is just one person. That's still a lot of negative programming running through you. So I did some more work, and in the new year it was down to 10%. And I was guided to do some particular clearings, and also I arranged or agreed to do a swap with someone, and 2 separate people told me that actually the 17th on the new moon that's just gone was the perfect day to release any other energies. And so I asked this person, are you free? Could you help me release this? He wasn't available. And I thought, that's okay. There will be another opportunity to clear this. I'm just going to enjoy myself and go out and be with friends. What happened? So he was available to meet up, and we went to the cinema. And before we went into the cinema to watch a film, by the way, it's called The Greatest Showman, and I think it's a fantastic film. I would definitely recommend watching it. Right before we were going into the actual cinema hall, I felt this huge whoosh of energy just streaming through me. It was so strong, so powerful. I had to sit down for about 5 minutes, so intense. But it was such a feeling of pure bliss and joy that I just thought, yes, let me just receive this, let me allow this to come through. And at one point there was also a lot of pressure on the head area, which for me indicates there's a lot of rewiring, neurological rewiring happening, because a lot of our negative patterns are wired into our nervous system, including our brain. So when we get triggered, we're like, oh, everything goes off here as well. But all this flood of energy streaming through, such joy and such bliss, and after about 5 minutes it calmed down, and I just felt this sense of joy and peacefulness and calmness, and I enjoyed the film. I went home and I did my usual thing before bedtime. I do a clearing on my energy field so I'm ready for sleep. And I thought, I wonder, let me just check on my chart, my percentage chart, how much of my mother's energy is left. And the first time I asked, it wasn't even on the chart. It went beyond 0. And I'm like, okay, let me just try this. Let me see. Is there 10% of her energy in my field? No. 9, 8, 7, 6. No. Is there less than 5%? No. So I said, okay, let me ask the question a different way. Is there 0% of my mother's energy in my energy field? Yes. And I'm just like, wow, you know, if only we knew, we were taught in school the techniques to really release all those programs, all those thoughts and the feelings that sometimes our parents, however well-meaning, may project into us. If we were just taught this and we learnt it, I think the world would be a much more peaceful place. So, you know, this experience has taught me quite a few things. Firstly, yes, we do need to do some learning on the conscious level, like through psychotherapy and education about dynamics and families and relationships, for sure. And also I find, you know, the healing releasing technique I've been using extremely fast, extremely effective. I mean, literally since October, November time. Yeah, until now, January. You know, it's about using what works, but it's also about having faith and letting go and surrendering and trusting that everything that you need to happen for your own healing will happen whenever it's meant for you. So although 2 people told me 17th is the perfect day to release this energy and ask someone to help you to do that, it didn't line up to be that way. And it was okay. I was okay with that, and I let go and I surrendered my attachment to it happening on a particular day. And what happened? They decided upstairs, you know what, let's just give her the clearing. Let's give her the clearing. So this is my joy. My gift to you is use the right techniques, let go and surrender, and know that everything is happening in the right timing. So if you have mother issues or you have some negativity that you want to release between you and a family member, please get in touch with me. I can use this technique that I've been using on myself, on you. I'm going to leave all the details down below on how you can get in touch and experience this for yourself. So I'm sending you so much joy, love and light. I'm wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day. So much love. Mwah! Bye.